Imagine yourself in this scenario. You've just made a vow of mastery with your guildmates. They go off to Prague without you for some reason, and almost immediately you hear that they are getting ganked. So being the maxed out 100 charisma Riz Lord that you are, you use locate to find them. But whoops, locate has a maximum range of 2 studs. Okay, so you find them without locate. You come up to your friend and see that one has been knocked. Alright, time to use return. But guess what? That move also has an incredibly short length. So now one friend is gripped and the other is asking you to buff them. Unluckily for you, you've now gathered attention and are now fighting off a 3v1. So here's the question. Do you tank 4 to 5 hits to type out that fight command, or do you let your friend die? Do you see the problem here? Vow of Mastery is incredibly cool on paper, but simply just falls short in combat. And no, I'm not saying the moves need a buff. But what I do think though, is that the way that Vow of Mastery works definitely needs to be changed. While the implementation of in-game chat is incredibly cool, and I think that it should definitely stay, I think a better way is to have a little menu on the side of your screen that you could use to monitor the health and ether of your servants, while also allowing you to quick bind your commands to keys, like your numpad keys for example. And if you really wanted to, you could add a little stun period that would make a sound cue, allowing the move to be cancelled if they are hit. The other thing that needs to be changed is the range limit. Talents like say, eat, use, and drop all have no range limit. So why does something as important as locate or return have such a small radius? I think that moves like locate and leech should both have their range limit removed, while reworking returns entirely. The easiest and most efficient way would be to add 2 checks if the player is in combat and if they're further than 200 studs. If the player is within 200 studs, then the move acts as normal. If the player is further than 200 studs and in combat, then the move takes a little bit of health based on how far away they are. And if their health reaches 0, then they instantly get gripped. Otherwise, the move works as normal and has no further downsides. I also made a couple of talents that I think would go pretty well with this rework. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching guys. See ya.